Okay, standing by. Standing by. Let me try to figure out why. Standing by, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Standing by. See if we can figure out what's going on. Okay. Standing by. Standing by, guys. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Standing by. Bada boom, bada boom. Standing by. Standing by. Gotta find out what's going on very shortly. Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's a waiting game, guys. 7:19 p.m. We're on standby. Standing by. Waiting. Ready, guys. Giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. Move them out. Giddy up. Move them out. I'm thinking 8:30, guys. 8:30. It's 7:21 p.m. now. 8:30 should be the rendezvous. The rendezvous. The pizza is a hit. The pizza's a hit, guys. Pizza is a hit. Get ready. Giddy up. Giddy up. Very, very good. I am pumped. Man. Organized crime has switched their schedule, guys. Looks like it's gonna be a very busy night. It sure looks like it to me. Those roofers did a really nice job. And fast. 2 days. It just took them 2 days to take care of that house. And everything is real clean. It looks clean to me. Those guys are professionals. I don't know, guys. 7:28 p.m. Still waiting. 7:28 p.m. 7:28 p.m. 7:28 p.m. We are on standby, guys. There we go. That's the female involved in criminal activity, and she removed the bottle. Obviously, she's the one that placed that bottle right there. Right there. Instructions given on command signal, and obviously the child is looking around. The female was instructed, and the community gang stalking as a confirmation. She was instructed to park her vehicle there, and she threw the bottle back on the grass. As you can see, it's very intentional. You can see exactly what she did. This is organized crime. Pre-arranged physical attack. This female resides at 5139. Once again, this female resides at 5139, and she was instructed to provoke a confrontation by parking her vehicle all day. And look at what time is it now. Now she was instructed to move her vehicle because I was in the restroom. That's right. Military-grade technology, very aware of my location and activities. Instruction given on command signal. Her child is videotaping the birds. We feed the birds. Obviously, this is an innocent child. He has no idea what's going on. But the female, clearly, instead of picking up the bottle, remember, she placed the bottle there in the first place on top of the bird feeder. Okay? Now she threw it back on the grass. Okay? She threw it back on the grass intentionally. Now she is waiting for the command signal. Obviously, it's hot outside. There's no need to be heating up the vehicle, guys. Remember, she is being instructed to remain there until further notice. And this is trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. And where she resides at is a trap house. Obviously, we recorded the owner, Joe, and his wife, Ann. Okay? So she is warming up the vehicle as if it's below zero outside. There's a heat wave. There's no reason to be taking that long to move a vehicle. Obviously, she is being instructed on command signal. And another reason, of course, is for the police officers to be posted for safe passage of narcotics. She waited the whole day to move that vehicle to avoid any association. Blame on her instructions to park right in front of my doorstep. Pay close attention. She was instructed to park at my doorstep all day. And obviously, she got an extra bonus for that. Social acting, of course, the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment. And she is working with Tennessee officials and current mayor, Larry Dominic, disregard for public safety and the misuse of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. That's her information right there, 5139. That's the female organized crime family employee involved in criminal activity of state fraud mental health hospital inpatient entrapment. There we go. So off she goes. And she actually lives right there where the black vehicle is waiting right there. Okay? So there we go. And look at what she left behind. See that? That glass bottle is a beer bottle that she placed earlier right on top of the bird feeder. Okay? And now she just threw it back on the grass intentionally. Instructions were given for her. And this is attacking the victim's psyche, of course. And that's the reason why she was instructed to park here in the first place. She is playing a role, okay? Very similar, identical to Carlos and Letty protein shake customers who are instructed to park here on a regular basis, to park here, playing the victim of an innocent female in distress. And of course, once I get too close, once I interact, and that's the reason for the beer bottle, glass, by the way, she was instructed to pick up the bottle and throw it on the grass intentionally. See that? Which is very dangerous if my son is cutting the grass. Okay? That can shatter the glass and cause injury. Okay? So obviously the intention is very clear. Once again, she is playing a role. Okay? She does not live here. She lives exactly where that white vehicle is at, on this side. Okay? And the Martinez family have been instructed to stay away from the area because to avoid any association or blame or wrongdoing from this prearranged physical attack. She's a female, but she is playing a role of social acting, the victim in distress, that most likely the phone call would be placed to in a female distress that a YouTuber individual at my address is harassing her. And that's the reason why she was instructed to pick up the bottle and throw it on the grass. It's just very intentional, and she was waiting for my response. Okay, that's the reason she was waiting so long in this heat. And obviously she doesn't have air conditioner. She lowered the window, and she was waiting for the command signal to engage with me. Okay, remember, her intention and motive is very clear. Okay, she picked up the bottle, she threw it on the grass, and then she waited for my response to go outside and engage. Police officers, in my case, Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by, set up traps, false police reports and arrests, court dates, order protection, document a history of mental health issue, illness to avoid long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues or radiation levels. Obviously, their game plan is for me to manipulate me to cover up all the windows, okay? That is their safety net to avoid any association or wrongdoing from long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues or radiation levels. 7:35 p.m., July 1st, 2026, Wednesday, okay? It's Wednesday, and we waited pretty much the whole day for her to come out. She was clearly instructed to stay inside, and I knew something was up. I was in the restroom, okay? And my brain was being shocked while using the restroom from next door. So obviously, we were able to capitalize on that. And once I took a look, right away, we saw her running toward her vehicle. And we caught her on video throwing a glass beer bottle on the grass intentionally, okay? Intentionally. My family has no idea, of course, and you can see the motive behind this physical, obviously attacking the victim's psyche to see if they respond. That's the reason why she was instructed to wait in the vehicle to manipulate me to go outside and engage. Okay, remember, this is a pre-arranged attack, and we were able to capitalize on it. Well, I think it could go either way. It could go either way. She was trying to get away from the crime scene. That could be it too. But remember, her main objective was to catch me by the window. Her main objective is to manipulate me to respond. That's why she was instructed to pick up the bottle at the same time frame I approached the window. Okay? And she was instructed to stay in the vehicle to wait for my response. Okay? So there you go. I know what social acting is, and obviously there's a reason why there's no police officers in the area. The discretion is there. And this is San Francisco Mayor Larry Dominic, desperation to manipulate me to respond. This female has no business parking at my doorstep. Look at where she was at. Parking at my doorstep, and that wasn't enough. She wanted to instigate, okay, by placing a glass beer bottle on the grass. Obviously, my family has no idea, and this is the extent this criminal organization is willing to go through to make sure I am arrested, okay? Remember, they're trying to create some type of drama, okay? And this female clearly was instructed for this specific reason. Same strategy with Carlos and Letty, protein shake business. A female parked right in front of her. And the reason the female parked right in front of her on the video before this, the white utility work van arrived and was picking up the narcotics at 5130. The individual, the passenger, was instructed to eyeball me and came out to see if he can instigate anything with me, okay? He was looking for me. Obviously, I was right here by the window, and I was outside for a period of time because I couldn't see them. They were parked behind the greenery right there, okay? All right, so that's what we got so far. This is San Francisco Mayor Larry Dominic and San Francisco Patrols working on a harassment case against me. Who is harassing whom, okay? All right, that's what we got. We were able to capitalize on that. And remember, the reason for San Francisco Mayor working alongside the Martinez family, and the instructions are being given for the female. There we go. And that's a confirmation. That's a confirmation. That is community gang stalking. That is a confirmation of what they're up to. And that's another, and we got the motorcycle, and it's hot. It's hot. There we go. So I told you the community gang stalking to add to the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. See that? That's the scale. A scale called social acting equals reaction response. And we were able to capture the motorcycle at the same time frame of a psychological attack, of course, because it was the motive was there, the intention, and of course this is to instigate, and that's the reason she was instructed to simply wait in the vehicle to see if I respond. Military-grade technology, very aware of my location and activities, instruction given on command signal. All right, we got what we needed. The phone was shut down. Let's see if that's the case. Told you. So, that's the reason they were shut down. Look who came out. That's the reason the phone was shut down on command signal. That's the reason the phone was shut down. So we won't be able to capture this individual. As always, picking up the narcotics. And the motorcycle also was used to avoid as a distraction as well. That's the reason the motorcycle and the phone was shut down, to avoid any suspicious activity of the individual picking up the narcotics. All right, it looks like he will be driving the opposite direction. He will be driving the opposite direction. All right, so he was clearly instructed to drive the opposite direction, and we were able to capture him on video. On video, okay? So, what can I say? So, nothing wrong with the phone. The phone was attacked, and the individual came out, and we were able to capture him on video. Obviously, he is not a newbie, okay? He's always going in there. He usually wears a white shirt as if he is moving stuff, okay? That is the attire that a lot of movers use, a white t-shirt. But he's moving stuff all right. He's moving stuff all right. All right, this is the time of our phone being shut down. At 7:42 p.m., July 1st, 2026. And they've been shutting down the phones periodically, guys. Throughout the day, they are shutting down the phones. This is the desperation this criminal organization is going through to avoid our surveillance. They're overreacting, okay? There's no reason for them to be shutting down the phone if this individual is not doing anything wrong. But obviously he is. And there's no reason for the motorcycle to pass by. Catfish, base focus, follow, attention span. I focus on the motorcycle, as I was doing that. And bam, we were able to capture that, and the phone being shut down at the same time, okay? So, all this is, obviously, this is a trap house at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 62824. Military-grade technology, high-tech surveillance monitor, Army, apparatus, tracking, signal, scanner, device. Once again, you want to get rid of somebody? You attack the brain electronically, okay? You want to get away with the murder? Well, just follow along how Thomas officials and our current mayor are trying to get away with my murder. How? Well, the female trying to instigate me. See that? That is catfish. That is entrapment. That's why it is categorized as state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. Get it? That's how they do it. And there's a reason why the dollar store owner was instructed to simply transfer over the title to a family member, and he was instructed to move to 54 in Cermak, Pink Line, next to the Transit Authority. Okay? And to avoid the paper trail, of course, of the IRS, and to avoid any association, blame, wrongdoing, once something does happen to me physically or electronically. See how that works? And also 5130. 5130, no address identification or work permit, even though these individuals continue stopping by in their white utility work van on video. Okay? Other than that, 5132 is hiding his truck away from camera view. Okay? 5132 is hiding his truck away from camera view to avoid our surveillance, guys. Okay? This is what's going on continually. And we are focused. We are waiting for further developments. We are waiting for the police officers to arrive, but I'm not sure how long they're going to take. If they show up. I think they grew wings. Alright, so that's what we got so far. And the phones continue to be attacked and shut down routinely, okay? Not just once. This is routine that the phones are being shut down periodically, okay? So that's what we got out here. The door is shut, 5135. And look at what they did as far as the window. It's been altered. See that? They are covering up any association or blame as far as the bright light harassment, covering up the windows. Why? Because my son was asking questions and he was giving me a film to cover up all the windows. I told him, for what? He says, so they can stop harassing you. I told him, no one is harassing me. That's what I told my son. I know what social acting is. But they heard that. Somehow, They heard what my son said, they responded and reacted, and obviously they altered the window. Get it? See that? This military-grade technology, very aware of my location and activities, and it's a listening device, and they were able to shut down our phone electronically. Okay, you can clearly see the individual 5132 is hiding his truck. 5132. Desperate measures are being taken to avoid our surveillance. There we go. 5132 hiding his truck, and he will be making periodic deliveries. Why is he hiding his truck? To avoid the time stamp. So we won't be able to gather information on how long he takes to travel and reload, and how many times a day he's actually making deliveries. That's the reason this individual now has been instructed to park that far of a distance, taking the spot of the Candyman. That's the Candyman right there. So he's actually taking the spot of the Candyman 5130, and he is 5132. Okay? There we go. All right, so the glass container. There's the brother. Look at what she threw right there. See that? She picked it up and she threw that right there. See that? My family has no idea. She did that on purpose. And let me show you. This is where she lives at. Right there. And that's the gunshot of the front window. See that? That's a trap house. That's a trap house. Okay? How about that? Oh, I guess that's it. And right here, this is where the instructions are being given. 5135. Right there. That's where the instructions are being given. And that's it. My family has no idea. I told you, that is intentional. And I told you about the gunshot through the front window of the basement. I told you. I told you. There's no reason for this individual at 5132 to be hiding his truck that far of a distance, guys. That's absurd. That belongs, and the Candyman now has to park over here. The Candyman now has to park over here. Okay, so that's what's going on, guys. 5132 has panicked. All right, we're standing by. Another vehicle appeared. So we are just waiting. All right, looks like normal activity. Oh, I guess it's Uber Eats. Uber Eats. Uber Eats. And the individual 5132 should be coming out. There he is. There he is, hiding. There he is right there. There he is right there. The individual 5132, there he is right there. There he is right there. Hiding from camera view. We got him. We got him. He's the one hiding. That's his truck right there, 5132. That's his truck right there, 5132. 5132, hiding from camera view. Okay? He's in there hiding. He's in there hiding. And that's the reason, well, he broke his social acting, okay? Intentions are very clear. The female trying to entice and provoke a confrontation, throwing a beer bottle, a glass beer bottle, right there on the grass. My family has no idea, guys. The desperation this criminal organization is going through is obviously, and it got real quiet. It got real quiet. All right, they got caught, guys. This is my address right here. Told you. And she had the gunshot right through the front window. Now, where are the Martinez family? Well, I'll tell you where they're at. Because it's a prearranged physical attack, the Martinez family have been instructed to stay away. So, when my ex-wife returns from work, or my son, and something happens to me physically, or electronically, of course, and I end up deceased, they're simply gonna, my ex-wife is gonna ask the Martinez family, and they're gonna respond. Remember, that's the reason why this window has been prearranged now to avoid any association or wrongdoing. See that? They're covering up their tracks. But the other windows stay the same. They're covering up their tracks. Isn't that something? All right, we got what we needed. Obviously, this criminal organization is reacting and responding, and we were able to capture the individual getting his food. Must be nice. No job, no school, brand new vehicle, and now, because of me, he has to hide that truck and walk the walk of shame all the way to Board of Education every single day because of me. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. Okay? The walk of shame. This criminal organization just got another good education one more time. I promise you that. Oh, the phone has been shut down again. Let's see what's going on here, guys. Can it be? Can it be? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Shut down again. Nothing wrong with the phone. Shut down again. Why? The desperation they're going through. You can imagine. This is their livelihood, guys. At stake, okay? This is how they make their bread and butter. This is how they're able to buy everyone a brand new vehicle. A brand new vehicle. Okay, so it looks like the individual 5132 is still getting food. He's still getting food. He ain't done yet. He's going to need a lot of food to make... Ah, there he is right there. There he is right there. On video. Bam, on video. And we got a second take. There he goes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got him. We got him on video. The individual 5132 hiding for the rest of his life. You best believe he's going to be hiding. You best believe. After he broke his social acting, that was a big mistake. Social acting is supposed to protect the perpetrator from any wrongdoing, okay? That is a sacred oath among criminal activities, okay? Or organizations. And he broke that. He broke that to protect his wife. He did that to protect his wife because his wife was supposed to make a run inside her apartment on video. And because he came over here from right there, he walked over and he was trying to entice some type of physical attack underneath my window. Obviously, I ignored him. I focused on his wife. And sure enough, the wife stayed hiding behind the truck. She stayed hiding because it's a family affair. Remember, he broke the social acting to protect her. The video, we uploaded it several times already. Okay? All right, that's it. We were able to get the information we needed. And obviously, I didn't touch the bottle because, well, she placed it there. She placed it there. Her fingerprint is on that bottle, guys. Her fingerprints are on that bottle. Okay? That's it. That's intentional. Okay? That is intentional right there. And my family has no idea. Okay, we got what we needed. And the phone was shut down. 7:57 p.m., July 1st, 2026, Wednesday. The individual clearly hiding his truck and the Candyman. Everyone is hiding because of me. Everyone is hiding to avoid any suspicious activity of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. Everyone is hiding, including the Martinez family, to avoid the time stamp, how long the traveling distance takes, how many routine deliveries are they making throughout the day, and how long does the reloading process take, okay? All that, very important information, and obviously, they're trying to make sure I'm not able to get that information, okay? So that gray truck, and that's one of the reasons, that's a very important reason why the Candyman is always parked away from camera view. And we do have him on video, constantly moving bags left and right, to make it routine, okay? So it doesn't look odd when he's carrying bags, okay? What can I say? All right, we're standing by. Obviously, the police officers are hiding. The police officers are hiding to avoid any association or wrongdoing. As far as this glass container bottle was placed there, okay? Tunnel System officials do not want to be implicated in this type of state fraud mental health hospital inpatient entrapment. We got what we needed for now. For now. No dog barking on command signal as well. No backup alarm. No backup alarm. But we did get a little community gang stalking. 7:58 p.m., July 1st, 2026. We're on standby. We got the female. This right here, let me tell you, every single day. And obviously, Carlos and Letty Protein Shake Business, they got their clientels specifically trained for this purpose, okay? Remember, the female, most likely females are being used for role-playing a victim in distress, being attacked by me. See that? So that's how the game of manipulation is played. And obviously, the intention and the motive to entice me to interact with her. See that? And she's over here inside the vehicle as if it's not below zero outside. We have a heat wave. And she has a child, and she's also making deliveries of narcotics on video. And you saw the gunshot to her front window of the basement. Who is going to be shooting a bullet through someone's window? Well, customers. That's right. Customers, the addiction. When you are addicted, you're going to do what you can to get your drugs. And that's what's going on. And that is a trap house. That is a trap house. And we got the video footage of graduation. That young teen has graduated. And he's living in a trap house. How about that? That young teen that is riding along with her, delivering narcotics, has just graduated. I'm telling you, Tunnel System Mayor Larry Dominic, the machine protecting all these trap houses in the area, and has no shame involving children and young teen victims. Pay attention to that. All right, that's it for us. 8:01 p.m., July 1st, 2026. That's it. Ex-wife should be arriving soon. The party is over.